What's up, guys? Welcome to the Betting Football Podcast, first ever video. Thanks for checking us out. We're new to YouTube, but we're going to be dropping videos almost every day, breaking down every single football game, NFL and college football. We are your one source for the best and latest news, in-depth analysis, and of course, game-winning picks, guys. Other guys on YouTube, they give out free picks too, but they want you to buy their best bets. We don't do any of that. All of our picks free right here on YouTube. So let's start breaking down the games. First game of the doubleheaders between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Cleveland Browns. Kickoff at 3:30 p.m. Central. And the news about this one, COVID. Browns especially have been absolutely killed by COVID. So many guys on both sides of the ball are on the COVID-19 list. It's just not good for them. They may be starting their third string QB. The line movement in this one has gone absolutely crazy. It opened up Browns -6, but now it's all the way to Browns +3.5. That's 9.5 points of movement on the spread, and the totals dropped from 46 to 38, so 8 points of movement there. I think at this point, it's just best to stay away from this game. We don't really know what to expect because this Browns second string team is going to be playing this game. And if you lean the Raiders now because of that, I think you've lost all value in the number. Because now it's Raiders -3 in the hook. I really see no value in this game, side or total. Neither of these teams right now I want to be betting. So my advice to you guys is to stay away from this game and focus on the evening matchup. This is going to be a good one. Pats and Colts. So let's break this one down. Patriots, of course, coming off a bye, and we know that Bill Belichick's an absolute defensive wizard, and I think he'll really be able to mess with Carson Wentz. We see what he does against rookie QBs, and I think Carson Wentz is not a good QB. Like, he's not the guy you want to trust against Bill Belichick off a bye. And the cornerbacks that Bill Belichick has at his disposal, I really think the Patriots can limit what the Colts do offensively in the pass game. However, in the run game, that is the Patriots' slight weakness, I guess. They're kind of middle of a pack in run defense. And when you got a guy like Jonathan Taylor, who in my mind is MVP right now, that's not going to go so well. I think the Colts, they know that Carson Wentz is not going to be able to find a ton of success against Bill Belichick off a bye with J.C. Jackson, Devin McCourty, and the secondaries that he has. And so I think they're going to just lean on the run game. I think Jonathan Taylor is going to have another massive game today. I think the script for the Colts is definitely just going to be run and pound the ball. Of course, Ryan Kelly, their center right now, he's questionable, but I think even if he doesn't play, the Colts offensive line, led by Quentin Nelson, is going to be able to do what they want against the Pats defense. I think they run the ball a ton this game, and I think they're going to be able to find offensive success. Everyone's saying right now, oh, Bill Belichick off a bye, Bill Belichick off the bye. Well, I think that's going to apply mostly to the passing game because we know what he can do with shifting zones, changing it up, really confusing the QB. But I don't think that's going to have as much effect here. And so I think the Colts can put up 25 to 30 points on offense just on Jonathan Taylor's back. And when the Pats have the ball, last week or 2 weeks ago against Buffalo, they only ran the ball. Mac Jones only attempted 3 passes, but that was because it was an absolute blizzard. And, right now, Mac Jones looking like rookie of the year, and he's literally like a Tom Brady clone, the style of play that he has. And just everything he's doing right now, he's literally like mini Tom Brady. And I think that's what's made him fit in so well into this Pats scheme. So I think the Patriots, they're on a massive win streak right now. First in their division. I think the public's all over the Patriots in this game. That, to me, immediately is a red flag. I think They're simply just overvalued. I'm not saying they're not a good team. They are. And the Colts defense is not like the best, but they're also decent. And I think the Patriots, in this game, I just don't think the Patriots are as good as people think. They're overvalued because of their win streak, because of their being off a bye. I think just beware of that. It's a red flag to me. And, I think offensively, they're not going to be able to do as much. They're not as explosive as the Colts are with Jonathan Taylor. And I think in the end, the Colts pull away and win this one. So, Colts, Pats pick. I'm leaning Colts minus 2.5. Public's all over the Patriots. I love to fade the public. The Pats are going to lose sometime, and I think this is the perfect spot. Colts 7-6 on the year, but that record is not reflective of who they are. They're way better than their record, and I think the Colts are just being undervalued. The Pats are being overvalued, and that it tells me take the Colts minus the 2.5. It's within the field goal, and that's really valuable. Colts minus the 2.5. In terms of the over under, this one, I think a lot of the people are betting on the over just because, you know, the Pats are really good. They're going to be they're number one team in the AFC and they're going to put up a ton of points. Well, both these defenses are actually elite. In terms of efficiencies, according to ESPN, the Pats are the number one overall defensive team. Colts are number six. They're good at what they do, and I think they can limit the scoring. 45 points is a fairly low total for two offenses that could potentially be 30-point teams, but I lean under in this one. It's not a full pick because both these offenses could potentially just run away with it. Um, so I only lean under 45.5. And now for player props. Guys, like I was saying earlier, I think this is a Jonathan Taylor game. Carson Wentz is not going to find it too much success passing against this Pats team, who is only allowing 212 pass yards per game. That's really low. I don't think Carson Wentz passes the ball much this game, so maybe look to his under attempts and completions in passing yards. But what I really like in this game is Jonathan Taylor. The Colts know that the only way they win this game is if they can establish the run, and I think they're going to do that from the get-go here. Ryan Kelly, their center, he is questionable to play, but even if he doesn't play, I think this offensive line, led by future Hall of Fame left guard Quentin Nelson, is going to be able to win the battle in the trenches. And when you got an MVP caliber running back, that's what you're going to rely on. And I think that's what the Colts rely on here. I love Jonathan Taylor's over rushing attempts, over rushing yards, and anytime touchdown if it's not too juiced. You know, I think it may be a little juiced, but anything below minus 150 seems pretty good value. Anything above that, I'd stay away from just because the amount of money you have to risk versus the amount you win really isn't worth it. So, Jonathan Taylor overs. Guys, that does it for today. Quick recap, we're not betting anything in the Browns Raiders just because the COVID has made it so hard to really figure out what's going on. The line has moved 9 points. It's just absolutely crazy. Stay away from that one. And then the Colts Pats, I really like the Colts minus the 2.5. Get it within the field goal. There's a ton of value on them at home. Pats are being overvalued right now. They're going to lose sometime. I really love fading the Pats in this situation. And in over under in the Colts Pats, I'm leaning under just because these defenses are actually really good. Not getting enough value there. So I think under 45 cashes. That's only a lean though. And then I also love Jonathan Taylor attempts over, rushing yards over, and maybe even an anytime touchdown score. Guys, thank you so much for watching. That does it for today's video. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to our channel so you never miss when we drop more free breakdowns and best bets like today. And of course, make sure you drop your own best bet in the comment section below. We're giving out free picks. Make sure you spread the love. Give out your best bets. I love to see them in the comment section below. But that does it today. Betting Football Podcast. Thank you guys so much for watching.